and it's time to see if it's the case again here. Starting on the T side at least here, Vex, so that does give Royals a slight chance, and they've actually gone for a kit out.
Utility. You can buy it on pistol rounds too. Who knew? Royals going for the kit and the smoke. Good to see that they've got the utility for the pistol round, but Emin not quite in position. There's another man round the corner ready to establish this crossfire towards ramp room, but they will not be tested. Vexed starting things slow in the pistol.
Well, another good kill. This time is for Royals, who opened up the pistol. They won the pistol on the CT side of Inferno. Can they get it done here on Nuke? That's the question. Well, they have got the early kill, but it's found by Link back. So 4v4, and Vex are straight in towards the lower bomb site.
Yeah, straight down the vents, straight on towards B, and you can see on the mini-map, all of the Ts are on the lower side of the map, whereas all of the Royals players are not quite in position to retake just yet. They do have that kit and smoke combo we were talking about, but Royals are taking so much time here. What are they doing? They need to go to B.
They realize it's B, right? No, they don't.
No.
Oh, God.
No.
Surely they hear the beeping. I think Aussies give it up.
Oh.
Well, there we go.
It hurts.
That is something. Well, that's not a good sign. We're kind of hoping they would have some sort of tactical prowess here on Nuke. Well, they don't know which bomb site it is, Alex. They don't know which bomb site it is, and that is going to be probably one of the most chaotic rounds I've ever seen. And that really is the epitome of UK Counter-Strike.
Truly.
Beautiful stuff.
Wow.
Well, Vex, they do win the pistol. That's the important part, and they will be very happy with that. It's the AK-47 coming in on Link. Mac-10 for Adam, a little bit of utility being purchased as well. And we actually seen Vex rock the double Mac-10 setup, and usually have the rest on rifles. But because Cray was a little weak on the cache, he's gone for the Mac-10 as well. And there shouldn't really be too much resistance here from Royals. They have got a couple of upgraded pistols, but only one set of Kevlar and no utility.
Hopefully Royals can hear all these smokes towards outside. Maybe they think they're somewhere else, I don't know. But Mezzi about to move forwards. The Mac-10's leading the charge, and the pre-fire goes around the corner. This isn't a bad angle from Capers. You can sometimes get a kill here, but without the upgraded pistol, it's really difficult to do anything.
It's falling apart. Royals again. 2 players left, and the Vexed are looking in control. There's literally no way that this will be too successful for Royals. I think maybe a kill would be all they want and hope for, and there's a chance of getting one. It is there, but it's treated right back by Adam as the smoke fade. And it will all be on Emin, the Swede, for Royals, to see if he can make the 1v4 happen. Pretty sure the Swedes have a royal family, so there's some correlation too. I know I actually visited the Norwegian palace.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Was it nicer than Buckingham Palace?
Less people, which was something I enjoyed.
Right, yeah.
And the guards aren't as strict, it seems. Well, they are strict, but not as crazy as the British ones.
Can you actually go inside, or no?
Yeah, you can take tours.
Ooh, nice. It must be weird. Did the royal family actually live in the house then, like in Buckingham Palace or whatever? It must be weird having tours like in your house.
Well, I'm sure they won't see them. It's so big.
Yeah, true.
But it's starting to get right back. It is Royals. This time they got a very good buy, and it is going to be the M4s available to them. I say very good, but I'm only talking about the rifles. The utility is not great, and it is going to be used up immediately here as well, as Vex want to get it going. Adam just charges down the vent, and they can't really deal with this.
Adam's speed running right now. Down the vents, down to the B site. I think it's a new world record. He's got down on towards B in about 10 seconds. And that is going to cause issues for Royals. They are obviously aware that that's a possibility, but it really is always going to be playing in the back of your mind that you know that one of the Vex players has rushed down the vents. You always have to be aware of the backstab opportunity. That gives Vex the chance to try and crunch in on these opponents, and Whisk isn't going to get the opening. It's Emin to pick up the first frag of the round, but Vex find a couple of kills back onto the A site.
Well, bomb planted. Vex just trying to hold on at this point. Emin starting to make his way through. Aussie will get the kill on the Frizzer, and there's a headshot on the follow-up from Emin, all on Adam. The player that started it off very quickly has to try and end it, and there's the Mac-10 spraying away with one. Might just upgrade to the M4. There's an AK available as well, but Adam, he's not really got a whole lot of time to play. He's going to go for the Molotov onto the bomb. If it's perfect enough, it will happen, but defuse going through, and it's starting to spread. The Jenko, can he get the defuse? He has to come off it, and Adam's played this well. Starting to spam away, gives away his position, and the defuse is coming back through. Adam has to peek this, has to go for it. The 10-second defuse coming in, and Adam makes it happen. The 1v2, and he gets the triple.
Oh, the lack of kit for Royals ends up costing them. Adam just buys enough time. He knew he couldn't go through the smoke, so he took the risk, realizing that Royals were on a weaker buy because it was their first gun round. We saw they couldn't even get the full nades, and that gamble paid off.
Incredible stuff from Adam there. Just absolutely playing that one to a T. The Molotov spreading just at the right time as well. If it didn't, you know, spread over that extra tick, the defuse surely would have come through in the first attempt, but it is the kill from Link coming right through. Jenko is the man that'll meet a sticky fate, and it will be the man advantage for Vexed.
Well, there's one back from Aussie, equalizing the numbers briefly. Whisk, oh wow, what a shot from Cray. How the hell does he find that? Must have broken his wrist right there, but still Royals continuing to put up a fight. Emin and Capers trying to see if they can win out this round in the clutch. Capers goes down, and Emin is trying to find the flank. The bomb is out in the open. Emin about to swing, but Link is there to stand his ground. Ends up being a quad kill for Link on the round as Vexed hold on.
This is going very like Inferno, I have to say. Another great start for Vex. No answers from Royals. They lose the first gun run. At least it was relatively close though, right? They got it into a clutchable situation. It had to be a big step up from Adam, who seems to be continuing his good form from Inferno, which is a really positive sign moving forward. And Royals here, they do have the AWP on Jenko. Can they get anything done with that? That could be a big turnaround for them.
Yeah, I think Jenko has been a real key part of this team's turnaround towards the end of the season, but not when this happens. 3 kills in about 3 seconds. Vex just strike onto the A site, and that's the round done. What can you do?
Yeah, that's not great. Jenko and Emin, they're going to try their best. There's a double flash left on Emin. AWP for Jenko, and again, it's just hiding away. Just trying to carry this AWP into the next one. M4A1S is there for Emin. If they can get this into the next round, at least there's something to work with, right? But Vex are just looking so dominant, keeping 5 players alive here. Just getting those 3 kills in quick succession with no reply from the Royals. And that'll be 5 in a row here for Vex. Luckily, Royals, they will have max loss bonus available to them in a round. And so we'll see how much money they end up with. It's not a whole lot since they had literally nothing left in the bank. So we're looking at the next round where they'll get the buy-in. Or they could go for the force here on the AWP and the M4A1S. A couple of possibilities available to them.
Yeah, with those 2 guns saved, they can get at least the 4 rifles out. So I think it's probably warranted. The AUG out from Aussie. I think this is the first time we've seen the AUG today between both these teams.
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
I guess on Nuke, using it at long range is still pretty good. The inaccuracy is slightly increased, but we'll see where Aussie decides to use it.
Of course, it is only unscoped, right? So the fact that if you play long range, you can still have the good old AUG. It's just a little slower on the fire rate, but we've still seen people melt with it. Emin's just going to hide behind the smoke. Eventually, that will fade, and so multiple players right in front of him, but he gets 1 kill. We've loved a little bit more, but that position is a 1 and done, and he's just conceded ramp control straight away.
And Vexed are going to use that to their advantage, quickly moving in towards the B site. They've consistently played with quite a fast pace on this T side, and Royals have not really been able to rotate into position in time. Jenko gets the shot, and it's Whisk, who got the kill from behind him, and it's into the 3v3, but Vex don't feel confident on this B site now that they've spotted those players. They are going to double back up towards A, where Adam is on the site.
Well, Adam's just holding this rotation up towards the vent as well. He's got himself into a lot of great positions, and this might just be the end for Jenko. Coming on in with the AWP, had to be a very quick shot, but Adam's picked that up. And so it's the XM and the M4A1S left on Whisk and Capers. And Vex Gaming, it's looking likely they will go 6-0 unless Royals want to step right back into this. Whisk is the player with a kit. And he's going in towards Hut. Headshot collected on the Adam. AK-47 picked up in response. And can he get a headshot again? He has to get the kill very quickly here. The time is ticking. Molotov heads towards the back of the side. That forces Link into the open. And he'll just take fights. He'll win them as well for his assist. And that'll be it. 6-0. At least Whisk gets 1 from the grave. But at this point, it's consolation frags.
And in most of these rounds for Vexed, I think it's fair to say that their strategies at the start of the round have worked. But in this one, it was actually the mid-round call that had to be made, which is good to see that Vexed have also got that in their locker, because clearly their initial aim was to take that B site, but as soon as they realized Royals had a couple of players rotated down, they doubled back towards A, the perfect read. Adam had all the information, and once again, Adam is going straight down the vents, wanting to be a thorn in the backside of Royals.
Well, Emmett, he will get his head torn to pieces. It's a man advantage for Vexed. Windows about to be smashed open. And Vexed are just having their way with this round again, but Whisk will step up for 1 kill, so he's at least letting some sort of chance stay afloat for Royals. They can't afford to just let Vex run wherever they want and just take the map control straight away. They've got the bomb plant, Alex, and so it has to be a 4v4 retake.
Loads of nades left for Vexed as well. A second smoke here for Fraser to keep them at bay. Mezzy also has a smoke and a molly, so Royals are not going to have an easy time of things. The shotgun is not going to be happy with that fight either. And Fraser about to go through the smoke, hungry for blood. Aussie ends up finding one, but Adam is there for the cleanup. 7-0 lead from Vexed, and they're just looking like they are not just one level above Royals, but so many levels above Royals right now in terms of everything, it feels like.
Yeah, it feels like Premiership football versus like under 11s at the minute. It's just getting this. It's definitely not the start the Royals looked for here on Nuke, and it's on the CT side as well. The side you'd expect to see a little bit more success. A few rounds being picked up here and there, but Vex have just been able to go wherever they want and be able to get kills, and that's the important part. Royals just haven't been there with the trades, and I feel like their positioning has sometimes been a little bit off. You know, towards ramp, they've just played in one and done positions with no real backup, and because of that, they just lose one player there, and then ramp is theirs. And again, Adam with the opening kill, very methodical, not making mistakes. The second one comes towards him as well. This is just a conveyor belt of death, and as easy as it can get for Vex, who already will win the half.
Same position from Aussie, this time spotted. Emin doesn't trade his teammate, decides to hide on the site, and Vexed were ready to clear that one out. It was the only position left, really, on the A site they had to be aware of. K-Piers, oh, this is awkward. Eventually, Cray lands their headshots. I think Adam might be top fragging again, by the way. He's got 10 kills on the board, joint top fragging with Link. But again, as the in-game leader, that's really impressive. But 3 AWPs for Royals. Okay, guys, calm it down. I mean, if the rifles don't work,
at this point, I think it is needed, right? I'm not even gonna question it, because they certainly need to find something to turn it around. Because, yeah, the double up setup can be a way of maybe getting you back into a game, but a triple up, it may just be the winning formula, Alex. We have to hope so if we want a competitive game, and it's gonna be Aussie heading this way towards outside immediately. He's got aggressive as well. They might not expect this. Finally, it's Whisk lining him up. They don't check his corner, but he only gets one. The Whisk spray comes through. Jenko finally picks up one, but it's only the 2 AWPs remaining alongside the M4. And one of them has just hit the deck. So man advantage T-side yet again.
Oh, his cape is...
Is he...
I don't think he's AFK. Well,
is he timed out, maybe?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't look
great.
great.
It hasn't moved, so...
Yeah, well, that means that Emin has got to do a lot of damage here. Again, such a chaotic round, but Vexed, even with that oversight over towards the mini position, they managed to get the trades to go their way.
At this point, I'd just like to see the AWP defend K-Piers.
Yeah.
Just make sure he gets into the next one.
Don't let an innocent man die.
Let's be the bodyguard. He does. Well, there's the kill on to Frizzer. Cray and Link. Last 2 men standing, and Emin just seems to want to do as much damage as possible. He will fall away. And Alex, it's 9-0.
It is. If you take out the... oh, wow. Another nice shot from Emin. He didn't expect Link, though. 1 man too many at the end there. I was about to say, if you take the 1 and the 3 out of Adam's name, then it becomes 9-0. I guess. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm really clutching at straws,
yeah,
honestly.
you're really stretching this one.
Yeah.
But at least there's something, right? Well, we have got a technical pause coming in for Royals. Obviously, Caper's not really there. And, I mean, at this point, Royals will take anything they can. You know, when they're playing from home, they are playing from home, ladies and gentlemen. The online, it's kind of difficult to enforce the rule that you're not allowed to talk during a technical pause, right? So they might just take this time and just have a little chat and try and figure out what they need to do. And right now, it's a lot, because they haven't been able to really look like they're close to winning a single round yet.
Do you want to joke, Dinko?
No, I really don't, Alex.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, it'll be good.
You might as well.
Why did the stadium get hot after the game?
Why?
Because all the fans left.
There
and
we
if
go.
you want to be at the stadium, you can be in Leicester at the venue for the LAN finals.
It's not just any venue, Alex.
The venue.
Yes, indeed. So make sure you get your tickets to attend the Counter-Strike.
I think it's okay if I
Finals.
do a terrible joke if I bring it into the show somewhat.
Exactly. I was just kind of asking myself why we have a stadium joke. But you made it work, Alex.
Yeah.
You brought it back on topic, and that's impressive. But what would be impressive is if Royals were able to pull it back.
That would be impressive. Again, as you were saying, on the CT side of Nuke, you need more than 0 rounds, it turns out.
Yeah, you certainly do. Unless you have one of the best T sides ever. And then that would only be overtime. So you still have to play the CT side again. So it's definitely not looking good. I have to feel that they should get at least one run. Like this should be a little bit of chance here for Royals. Realistically, if they step right back in after this, they could have a chance. But here is the poll of what you guys thought was going to be the winner, and it is going to be Vexed winning that at 84%. 16% thought Royals had a chance, and well, the 16% currently looking like the wrong bunch of fellas. And if you want to have your say, make sure you vote on Twitter at ESL UK.
I wonder what the biggest comeback from the CT side of Nuke is.
It's probably at some point during a pro game, probably
Yeah.
15-0 back to overtime to win.
Maybe someone's done it.
I'm sure there's so many leagues go on at some point.
True.
There has to have been one game.
You would think so.
Fours, the Russian team seem to have a lot of long games on this map. We've seen them have some incredible long series. I casted one of them recently. It was certainly a long one.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was a great game.
Yeah, good.
They actually made it to IEM Chicago, so that will be seeing Fours finally at a big event. But there they are, the tickets. Make sure you go to that link for a chance to attend. Well, not a chance, you will attend them if you buy your ticket. Yeah, it's like you buy a ticket, and you know maybe you'll get to go there.
We'll see if we like the cut of your jib, we'll let you in.
Yeah,
It's me and Dinko on the door,
yeah.
deciding who gets in.
Yeah, we need photographic ID.
Oh yeah.
And well, this is the playoff stage, Alex. One of these two teams will be looking to try and punch their ticket to the venue. And they do have a chance of doing that, Vexed, here at this point. And they're certainly looking likely to be the team that will go on to it. And taking a look at Prem and seeing the teams that are in the standings, you would certainly pick Vexed as one of the teams you would expect to make that stage to the live finals.
Who's left that cable on the floor there on Nuke? Why is it like that?
I don't know.
The rest of the map is so clean. Why has someone left a cable on the floor? I'm not happy. There's a couple of hard hats there as well. I'm just looking at random things on the map that I never look at. There's a few hard hats there.
Yeah, well, CS is actually quite interesting in that way, right? Because you have a lot of different maps. I think the Valve ones are probably some of the best Easter eggs. Vertigo, it has a lot of good stuff on that one. It actually has, obviously, when you jump off or a player dies on the edge of the map, it obviously has a kill counter that shows how many casualties have actually died on the end of the map. So certainly a lot of Easter eggs, and I'm sure if you spend some time flying around the map, you'll find some interesting things. And I think most of them have been put on Reddit already, so I'm sure you can find a thread with all the Easter eggs in them. But yeah, back to the topic. Vex, certainly a team we should expect to see there at the finals, and certainly a team that could maybe even make that grand final.
It feels like whenever we cast Vex, they just play really well.
Yeah.
Like whenever we see them play, they're just unbeatable almost. They had that really good win against Endpoint that we saw when they won 16-6. It's some of the other weeks where they've looked a little bit off, where we haven't been here. Again, you know, we got to see those games, but we didn't really get to see them live. Maybe we're their lucky charm.
Yeah, with the Vex Talisman.
Exactly.
And well, we haven't seen as much of Vex recently in sort of the online portions. They actually, I think the highest rating was the top 30 of Europe. So that's certainly a difficult feat to get, right? It's something you should be proud of. But the fact is, when they did get their chance in sort of some of the online cups, they didn't perform too well. And I think they were having quite a lot of success in the UK scene, obviously winning I-Series and things like that. They're certainly big in hard lands to win. But I think they got a reality check when they went to play against some of the European sides, because then you realize, well, we're not as good as we first thought. You know, we still have another level we'll have to go to, and things that work against UK teams might not work against some of these European teams. So there's certainly a lot of room for Vexed to even improve upon that, and I think this is a good sign to see them being so comfortably beating the likes of Royals, a team they should be beating, and a team they are.
Yeah, it is really cutthroat in Europe for teams at that sort of level. We're starting to see more and more teams sort of emerge at that point. I mean, there's teams like Gamer Legion that you have to go through, all these sorts of teams that are willing to play the online tournaments. It's really hard to even get through to the qualifiers, to the closed qualifiers a lot of the time, which is where you can maybe play against some more established teams. It's not easy.
Exactly. We've seen a couple of UK teams actually play pretty decently throughout the minor close qualifiers. For Europe, we've seen a couple of them make the close qualifier stage to get the games on HLTV. Actually, I think it was not the close qualifiers, but the final stage of the open qualifiers. So we've seen a couple of them reach that stage, and obviously that's a good feat from them. Gets them some experience, nets them some results against some of the better teams. We actually had an interesting affair during one of those. We actually played against LDLC, but we got 16-0'd. We'll not talk about that because the game's about to get ready to go again. It's 9-0 for Vexed. Can they continue the beating that they're currently deploying onto Royals, or will they step up? They've got a bit of a mix and match buy here, a couple of SMGs in play, and an SG in the hands of King Mezzi.
There was some discussion over the power of the SG. I think Alex from Vitality was saying he thinks the SG is really, really good. Let's see if that will come into play here as Whisk is annihilated. 4 angry terrorists running his way, and they rip his head clean off.
Yep, certainly a good start for Vexed. They continue their charge in towards the lower bomb site, straight through the secret stairs, and bring it back to the SG point. I think it's more so because the AUG isn't as good anymore. It can't really, there's nothing really to challenge it. And certainly challenging is Jenko. 1 kill coming in onto Link, but King Mezzi there with the SG, the headshot coming through. Emin is on the lower bomb site alongside a teammate, so can they hold on? It is yet to be seen, and the answer is no, because Adam is on another level. 2 kills coming in, 2 headshots, and it's all on KPiz.
MP9 in his hands. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the idea there was to try and get rid of the Molotov, obviously, so he could sprint through the door. But obviously it bounces off the door and actually doesn't land on the fire. So Nuke actually has a couple of spots that are quite bugged with Molotovs. So I was, recently I seen a game where I was casting Heroic, and Freiburg was trying to plant the bomb, and a Molotov came in, and it just didn't burn him.
I remember seeing that, I think. Yeah, a bit of a weird one. Hey, we've got an AWP for Aussie.
Yeah, we've also got Mag 7 and an XM. It just feels like their buys just keep coming in, like they just keep buying instead of going for a half buy or trying to have some cash in the next one, and because of that, they just haven't had anything.
Link has taken over top fragging duties for Vexed, 14 kills to his name, getting past his in-game leader. Jenko, again, they've used that angle so often, and Vexed just continue to win the fight on towards it. 3 entries on towards A. I mean, when Royals are letting this happen so quickly on the A site, it's really hard to see how they can pick up these rounds. I think Emin is just playing ladder simulator right now. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's not really a whole lot he can do at this point. He's maybe having fun.
Imagine if you could climb a ladder like that in real life.
I think he's trying to bait them towards him to see if he can get the kill, because you can actually do some damage from this position with a Mag 7. Unfortunately, none of the bullets will be landing today, and so Adam continues his excellent form, and that's actually teammates from Vex. So that just kind of shows that they're all fragging. The disparity is not really there. I think obviously Link and Adam still continuing to be the front men, but everyone from Vex doing their job, and I think that's the recipe for success.
So this time Whisk has bought for Royals, but everyone else is saving.
It's so weird, right? They're not on the same page.
They've got a nade stack here. They've got something planned. 4 nades for outside. This could be good. Damage here should be done early. Vexed actually lose the opening fight, but Mezzi continues to run straight down towards Secret.
They're not even in the same book at this point. This is all falling apart, but it's still 4v4. Whisk with the XM trying to get close at him. Ian's going to be there on the AK-47s. Will the XM work out? It gets 1 kill. The deagle from KPiz, unfortunately, will not be finding too much success today. So Aussie, 1v3, deagle in hand. Again, we've seen him in these positions before. He hasn't been able to deal with them just yet. This would certainly be a step up that his team requires, and it will be the deagle coming on through, but Adam with the headshot continuing to be an absolute monster. 12-0. Could this be a 16-0, Alex? I'm going to say it. It might just, jinx it, but I'm just going to throw it out there. KPiz is yet to frag. Or maybe that's because he joined the... yeah, that's because he joined the server. Okay. We'll let him off for that one. I just seen his deaths, and it's all good.
Now that you said it's a 16-0, possibly, all the Vexed fans will hate you if Royals win this round. I'm just saying.
Well, now that you've said that, we've kind of jinxed it, so it is going to happen, right?
Adam, like, you can't let, like, if you just have the AWP holding door, surely you can just kill Adam if he does that. Oh, well, he's got a kill as well.
He just walked through. At this point, this will never work against a team that is slightly better than you, or even on the same level, because you would just get punished for this time and time again. Like, Adam is just running towards B bomb site, open the door, and kill someone. Finally, he's punished for it. He realizes he can't just walk around where he wants. It will be a drop, but it's still looking good for Vexed. Looks like a 13-0 coming right up, and Royals, instead of saving, are going to go for this, it seems, or want to. I think at this point, with the utility being used for Vexed, it might just be the encouragement they need to carry them into the next, but they're still going for Alex. They've got no kits. It's got to be very quick indeed here. And it just feels like they're going to walk to their deaths at this point.
Especially when they're losing the site so early. They have so many smokes against them on the retake. They just can't really do anything. Cape is trying to get away. Aussie unable to save the AWP. Cape is just going to have to run for the hills. I don't know if there are any hills on Nuke. It's pretty
there are in the distance.
Oh, okay. He can run for them. He might get away.
Would be a very long run. But here it is, 13-0. Round number 14 coming right up. The penultimate round of the half, and Royals again. They're going to buy. It's just the way things go at this point. They're just desperately looking for a round win, and they haven't been able to pick one up yet. So Mike 7's available. It's Whisk and Emin. And by comparison, Inferno's looking good.
Yeah, that's never something you want to hear after losing the first map. Cape is trying to get the kill, and he finally stops Adam from getting down the vents. Adam did get one frag before falling, though, and Vexed again in with the man advantage. Jenko is the only man left. The auto shotgun trying to get up close and personal. Might have been spotted there. Vexed are dropping down the vents anyway, so I don't think Jenko is going to have too many chances.
I feel bad for Jenko. Well, he has an AK. There we go. The noise will be mid, and they know exactly where he is. Spam going through, but he'll drop the vent. So many different angles. He might just get knife killed, and that's just BM. But the grenade comes through, 14-0. And it seems like every time we call a game the match to watch or a match for the day, it seems to be the biggest blowout in the world. Because we actually, that happened the last time we decided we were going to pick a game as the one to watch, and it ended up being the biggest stomp of the day. Certainly seeming like this one could be as well.
14-0. Not a scoreline that you ever want to hit. Aggression through outside again for Vexed. These smokes have been good from Vexed. That's definitely something that we've seen from them. They haven't messed them up a single time.
There we go. That's what you love to see. Team's actually having some sort of preparation. But it's going to be Mike 7 from Whisk. He's going to peek right into it. Headshot coming in. MP9 there with one as well. And he goes back for more. Unfortunately, cannot land the kill. But this is actually the best chance that Royals have had. They've got the advantage. They've got an AK and an M4 to work with. So this could be it. Could this be their first of the half?
Emin chunked down to low health, and Mezzy gets a kill in reply. Link with one of his own. Vex saving this round slightly, but Emin gets another kill. Only 2 health left, and Aussie has to try to win the round, but the damage is done towards him. Vexed take a 15-0 lead at the half, and at this point, Royals just need to try to save themselves the embarrassment of the 16-0.
I think it's pretty fair to say that was a one-sided half, Alex. And Royals are going to have to try and, of course, save themselves from embarrassment, like you said. The pistol, they did win one, right? They were quite decent on the pistols on Inferno. The strat that worked for them was just rush mid. So maybe they have that up their sleeve. We'll see if that is the case coming into the second half, though. As Vexed, they're just completely toying with them at this point. It's not like Vexed have done anything tactical or you know, structured. It's just been rushing positions, Adam just doing whatever he wants and just punishing them.
Interesting pistol buy from Vexed. No kit, but they get the CZ for Cray to try to take those close range fights. And then Adam has the Incendiary, maybe expecting a rush from Royals, considering how far behind they are. We will see Royals rush towards outside. The USP's not succeeding at long range, but Mezzy picks one out of the air. Adam doesn't even get the chance to take that kill. Fraser steals it away from him, and this could be it. A two-man advantage for Vexed. Mezzy gets another kill, and the 16-0, it looks almost certain, Dinko.
And it is. There we go. Absolutely brilliant stuff coming in from Vexed Gaming. A 16-0 win on their map pick. And I think from as soon as we seen the video, we knew this one was going to be over.